Today, we're going to talk about 3D printing flexible parts using the Agilus 30 family of materials on the Stratasys J750 and J735 series 3D printers. Agilus 30 is our strongest polyjet material with elastomeric properties. It's extremely flexible and provides high tensile strength as well as high resistance to tearing. Agilus 30 can also be mixed with rigid polyjet materials to achieve a range of shore values, or hardness levels, and various types of colors. In terms of applications, Agilus 30 is well suited for parts requiring soft touch or rubber-like characteristics. Some of the top examples include various consumer goods, sporting goods, general prototypes, overmolding, medical models, and tooling. But we'll do a deeper dive into those applications later. For colors, Agilus 30 is available in clear, black, and now white. The white option is what really allows you to explore color. It can be combined with various textures to create vivid, photorealistic colors, or even gradients. From a technical standpoint, the material performance of the Agilus 30 family can be broken down into two categories or subgroups. The first group is translucent and black, and the second group is white. The performance values shown under each of the subgroup columns are the default values if you were to print a part with only that material. However, when you mix other materials with either of the Agilus 30 materials, you'll be able to change or enhance the performance properties. For example, mixing a more rigid material like Vero with Agilus 30 will result in 3D printed parts with different shore values, mechanical properties, and even colors than a part printed in just the Agilus 30 material. Combining Agilus 30 white with other rigid materials can help you achieve a specific shore value in addition to achieving a specific color, such as when you mix it with Vero or Vivid Vero materials. Together, these materials can create a colorful, flexible, and rigid part. When you have a higher percentage of the rigid, colorful material included in the mix, the harder the part will be. Conversely, the higher percentage of the Agilus 30 white you have in the mix, the softer your part is going to be. Remembering this will help you choose your colors and hardness and softness levels accordingly so you can achieve the color, flexibility, and shore value that you require. Agilus 30 white and Vivid Vero colors can also be combined to achieve colors that mimic the look and feel of real-life materials, such as wood, leather, fabrics, stone, and marble. This can be extremely useful if you're trying to achieve realism in the 3D part or piece you're designing. Another application that Agilus 30 white is well suited for is multi-material, multi-element models, where the goal is to create a part in a single print that looks and feels like the final product. You can incorporate elements such as full-color graphics, textures on flexible materials, rigid and soft materials, and color. This capability enables you to more quickly zero in on a final design, so that when you get to the production phase of the process, you feel confident in what you're producing. Now, when you combine an Agilus 30 material, whether it's white, black, or clear, with a high-performing digital material like digital ABS Ivory, you can achieve a range of mechanical properties in a range of shore values. This allows you to iterate and tweak the material mix to ultimately create a 3D printed part that meets your specific design requirements. So when it comes to designing parts, what applications are Agilus 30 best suited for? The answer is really a wide range of applications across any number of industries. Agilus 30 can be used in general prototyping to create rubber-like components, surrounds, and overmolding. Some examples of this include prototypes for hand grips, motorcycle handles, and other soft-touch parts. It can also be used to dial in on a design for a range of consumer goods, including sporting goods, food storage containers, door seals, and a whole range of products that you may use in your day-to-day life. Agilus 30 is also well suited for creating complex medical models because it can mimic the way tissue and body components feel. It's also great for tooling and assembly jigs. For example, you can create areas with soft coatings to ensure you're not scratching polished or freshly painted part surfaces. Beyond those four areas, the list of applications that Agilus 30 can be used for is pretty extensive, such as shoes, toys, seals and gaskets, engineering-type components, even masking for paint. Masking for paint is definitely an application that the custom side of the automotive industry uses quite frequently. And with Agilus 30, you can print a series of masks for the part and paint on top of it, helping you achieve repeatable, multi-layer painting effects on large, complex parts. Agilus 30 can also be used to make molds, shortcutting the typical silicon mold-making process. 3D printing molds with Agilus 30 allows you to maintain a digital inventory of your molds, so you don't have to worry about storing the physical molds once you're done using them. Just throw them out. And if you need to reproduce the mold again in 6 months, or even 2 years, just hit print. Now, let's look at how Agilus 30 might be used to simulate the soft components of an armrest for a vehicle interior. Traditionally, designing a prototype for this type of application would involve a time and labor-intensive multi-step process, where you would first start by CNC or handcrafting of the base, then manually prepare, apply and stitch the leather, hand paint the buttons, and finally, assemble it all by hand. But with 3D printing, the most labor-intensive part of the whole process is designing the CAD file, which an experienced designer can complete in a day. Once the file is built, you just hit print. You can also mimic the wood grain effect, as well as simulate the soft-touch leather element with the Agilus 30 material, all in one print. This allows you to validate a series of leather swatches in a number of colors, grain sizes, and thicknesses against various types of wood grains in a single step, helping you shorten the prototyping process and reach a final design decision quicker. From a cost standpoint, designing this armrest using traditional methods would cost around $10,000. But with 3D printing, prototyping the armrest would come in just under $2,000, about an 85% difference in cost. Additionally, designing with traditional methods would take a little over a week, whereas 3D printing would allow you to design, print, and finish the armrest in about 2 days. For another example of the time and cost savings that can be achieved using 3D printing, let's look at the toy industry. When creating new toys, traditional prototyping methods have typically consisted of a multi-step process involving a master modeler, mold making, and rotational casting. This process can quickly become very time and labor-intensive, as well as expensive, especially when you need to make changes or iterations on designs. Plus, repeatability can be a challenge. But by leveraging 3D printing, you can easily make multiple variations in a shorter amount of time, sometimes shortening the prototyping process by up to 95%. With Stratasys J7 series 3D printers, you can also make your prototypes look, feel, and function like the final product, helping you make better design decisions. And with Agilus 30 materials, you can achieve the soft parts and flexible rubbers that toys often feature. Plus, 3D printing is a single-step prototyping solution, so you can iterate on designs quickly with accuracy and repeatability. In summary, 3D printing with the Agilus 30 family of materials allows you to create flexible parts, discover new possibilities in terms of the look, feel, and function of your designs, and fly through processing with the help of soluble support, which eliminates the need to cut away any supports after your part is done printing, and means you can go from print to part in no time, without compromising the detail of the finished product. To make it easier for you to get started with Agilus 30, we've created easy-to-print predefined palettes that will help you select the exact color and flexibility that you need for a project. And if you're looking for more information or general inspiration, check out the Agilus 30 family of materials video, which is available online at stratasys.com. You can also contact your local rep to learn more or to request a sample.